How do you handle SQL case sensitivity across database systems? Imagine trying to find a specific piece of data in your database, but it seems to ignore your casing. That can be frustrating, right? Well, understanding how different database systems treat case sensitivity can save you a lot of headaches. Let's explore how SQL handles case sensitivity in various systems and what you can do to manage it smoothly. First, remember that SQL keywords like select, from, and where are generally case-insensitive across most major databases. That means you can write them in uppercase or lowercase, and they will work the same. But when it comes to identifiers like table names and column names, things get more varied. Some systems treat these as case-insensitive, while others are strict about case. In MySQL, for example, table names are case-sensitive on Unix or Linux systems because of the file system, but on Windows, they are case-insensitive. Column names and SQL keywords are usually case-insensitive in MySQL. You can control how MySQL treats table names by changing the lower casetable name setting. PostgreSQL is a bit different. If you create a table without quotes, the name is folded to lowercase, making it case-insensitive. But if you put double quotes around the name, it preserves the exact case. Data stored in columns is case-sensitive, so searching for a value with different casing might not match unless you normalize the case. SQL Server generally treats object names and string comparisons as case-insensitive, depending on the collation you choose. Collation is a set of rules that define how string comparison works, including whether it considers case or accents. You can set the collation at the database, table, or column level to make comparisons case-sensitive or case-insensitive. Oracle treats object names as case-insensitive unless you quote them. If you quote an object name, it becomes case-sensitive. Data comparisons are usually case-sensitive, so you need to be aware of how your data is stored and queried. To manage case sensitivity effectively, you can use collations and quoting. For example, in SQL Server, setting a case-sensitive collation like Latin 1 General CS as makes object names and string comparisons case-sensitive. In PostgreSQL, enclosing identifiers in double quotes preserves case, and functions like lower or upper help normalize data during queries. A good practice is to establish naming conventions, such as always using lowercase for object names without quotes. This reduces confusion and makes your code more consistent. When migrating databases, review object names and adjust scripts to match the target system's rules. Using functions like lower or upper in your queries can help you compare data regardless of case. For example, comparing lower column name to lower search term ensures a case-insensitive match. If you work with different database systems, it's smart to test your queries and scripts to catch case mismatches early. Also, consider using object relational mapping tools that can abstract some of these differences, making your development process smoother. In summary, understanding your database's default case sensitivity behavior is key. Use collations, quoting, and consistent naming conventions to control how case is handled. Test your queries thoroughly, especially when migrating or integrating systems, to avoid surprises. By doing so, you can manage SQL case sensitivity across different systems confidently and keep your data retrieval accurate and reliable.